Hello, and welcome back to Wayne's Craft. Now, we've got no camera today, guys, because I'm feeling under the weather. So, I did want to bring you with the daily video. So, today we're just going to take a look back on where I started. When I started streaming on Twitch, it was mid-2014, so a good year and a half, nearly 2 years ago. So, that's quite a long while ago. Now, my Twitch did pick up, and I was doing well. And then I took a lot of time off due to family and things like that and personal reasons. So my Twitch kind of slowed down to a halt. And then I did start streaming again. And I also returned back to YouTube, as you well know. So we're just going to take a look back. Nice, easy video today. We're just going to take a look back at where I started out. Now, we have brought back the Hexit series, obviously. And that's what we're doing to bring the channel back to life. And now, I did start out on Twitch playing Hexit as well. This was after the Horizon series, when it was just myself doing the videos. I decided to try streaming. So for those of you who don't know what Twitch is, I'm sure you all do. It's just basically a streaming platform where you stream live videos like on YouTube. Like YouTube released not so long ago. I do apologise, I'm a bit bunged up, so my voice may sound a little nasal. But that's the reason there's no camera, because I'm not well. Okay, so I've just gone back as far as I can go. Now, I believe I did start streaming a little bit earlier than June. I think my first ever stream was in January 2014. And from there on, there was quite erratic. And my YouTube channel kind of started up around about a couple of months or so before that, with the Horizon series with the lovely Xperia. So as you can see on the screen, guys, all I've done is captured basically a web browser. We're just going to take a look back where I started. Now, I remember the Hexit series. I remember filming a lot of that, and I remember editing it, and there was a lot of editing back then. I was very, very new to editing. I was very new to Twitch as well. So there was a lot.
Bit to screen? A
lot of things went wrong. You see in my first video, I'm having problems with getting the game capture.
Hey presto, we're back. We're back in the room. 3, 2, 1, we're back in the room.
So I started off, there's not many viewers, obviously. So I would narrate everything.
Try the shield out.
Using the old microphone there. There's no lights. And that,
not me.
That very first setup I had, it was behind. It was behind that door you can see in the background there was actually the bathroom. If somebody needed to use the bathroom, I had to stop what I was doing and move my chair, mute the microphone, because that could have led to some embarrassing noises on the stream or on the video. If I was editing, then I'd stop what I was doing, move, and then come back. So it was not an ideal setup. I believe a little bit later on, there is, on one of the streams, I do a quick tour of the equipment I have back then, and you can see how small this space was. It was a very long, well, not very long, but it's quite a lengthy hallway. But the space between the unit where all my equipment was and the bathroom door behind was very small. So you couldn't get past me, especially when I started using the green screen. This is before I got a green screen. Let's have a look a little bit later on and see what we got. So I think that was the very first highlight I did. It's probably not the very first stream, but it was the very first highlight I did. I hope to pick things up on my YouTube channel, because I have neglected it. I've just used it as a place to offload all my highlights and the occasional video here and there when I'm feeling creative. But 2017 is a year that I'm going to do as much as I can for the YouTube channel, and hopefully, I don't expect to be a huge, massive YouTuber, but I hope to provide content that people will enjoy and watch and come back for. So that was very, very on early days. Let's skip forward a little bit. I started playing Hearthstone. I moved over to Hearthstone, and that was my main game on my Twitch channel for a long time. That's where a lot of my viewership came from, was Hearthstone. I know this is, oh, here we go, yeah, because I created a new video, not a new video, but a new overlay with Minecraft and Hearthstone. I tried different camera angles.
Hello, and welcome back to Wayne's Craft. And here we are again, and today, I know I said this week we'll do some more Minecraft, but as we've only got 5 days left for this Hearthstone season before it starts the next season for next month, I thought we'd play a little bit of ladder just to kick things off. So yeah, we're going to jump straight into it. Here we go. I press the right. I'm going with a new deck I put together, Unleash the Traps. I think I'll pull the deck up first.
Again, very narrative because I was still developing my channel. I still didn't have many people
copy and paste onto the screen because I don't
tuning in. I had my regulars, my friends, showing a lot of support, and it was very. I tried different camera angles. I tried different equipment. I still didn't have any lighting back then, but the hall light was. I took the lampshade off the hall light, so it was as bright as it could be, and that was a very early microphone. It wasn't great, and I was using it for a long time before I upgraded. It was cheap. It was half price, and it worked. It did what I wanted it to do back then. So let's have a look. Let's jump forwards. Again, the streams I did were Hearthstone, and mainly Hearthstone, some Minecraft, some Warcraft, World of Warcraft when things became new, when they released patches, when things became new, when they released new stuff. So there's things for people to tune in to see. And then of course I did Halloween streams where I learnt OBS to a point where I could produce a nice kind of atmospheric stream with a professional look over time. I'm wearing a shirt and tie there. I can't for the life of me remember why. So I started to find my feet here with the way I speak on the microphone, and my energy started rising because I was getting more viewers, I was getting regulars and people who liked to tune into the stream, and people who were in the stream before I started, which was always good, and it gave me that confidence when streaming. I've got a lot more confidence streaming on Twitch than I have doing YouTube videos, because YouTube videos there's a lot more editing and there's a lot more less narration and more interaction with the viewers, and that's where I struggle. I have issues with social interactions and meeting new people and things like that, so that's where I fall flat on my face when it comes to YouTube. So that's what I'm going to work through in 2017 to try and make myself, not force myself, but develop a kind of a way to interact and provide content that suits me, that I enjoy doing, that also you people want to watch. So that's the approach. So I kind of developed myself then, and I was trying to make things look more appealing for the camera. People could see, a nice poster, a different angle, instead of just staring at a door and a light switch behind me all the time. And then let's skip forward to when I first got my green screen, because that's when I first kind of took my stream to another level. These are highlights that I put together after each stream or during the week when I wasn't streaming, that I thought was the most interesting parts of Twitch. Only there was some of them was very long and boring, but back then they seemed like the thing to do. Now this is 2 years ago now. This was playing Hearthstone with a friend, actually.
Okay, I'm playing Davey, so if you guys want to spectate, you can spectate both of us at the same time.
So I was trying to interact with other people, live interaction with other people, to bring other people onto the stream, like play games with friends, and their friends maybe tune in. I tried all sorts, and I had voice software, and we had the people that became the regulars that then became the mods were then promoted to, well, not promoted, but invited to join me in chat, join stream, which brought in other people as well, which was always good fun, because it created more interaction for me, more things for me to do during the stream that wasn't just narrating and talking to people in chat. It actually brought people in to voice chat, and I'm waving my arms around here as if you could see me. So, but it created a community. That's what I aimed at for Twitch, is to create my own community and have fun, and provide content on a regular basis that people would come back to see and talk and have fun. And I'd play games suggested by the viewers, and I moved on. I got the green screen, and from then on things started to really pick up. As you can see, there's a lot of streams with more than just me. Well, we did start a podcast. There's episode 1 where we invited other streamers, myself and my friend who I made on Twitch, who started streaming because he saw me streaming, and he became quite popular, built his own community and developed his own community as well. And we got together, and he had the idea of doing a podcast, so I did all the overlays and all the artwork, and that was fun. We'd have different streamers and new streamers in, even sometimes, you know, very small new streamers who didn't have any people following them, didn't have any people watching their streams, and we got together and we got these people in the podcast, and we bring them onto the podcast, and then people that watch our streams and other friends' streams would then go watch their streams, support them and give them encouragement to become better streamers, and basically developing a larger community. And that was great. So you can see in the background of some of these videos, with my background is a green screen because I'd stream a game, and then when I finished on a Sunday night streaming, I would then do an extra couple of hours or an extra hour to do a podcast with myself and fellow streamers, and that was really good fun. That gave me something to work towards. It gave us all goals to find people who want to be on the podcast, and it was so much fun. It was really good fun. And if you haven't seen the podcast, it's not the greatest podcast. You know, we was all pretty much, we're not massive streamers, but we took what we had and we had fun doing it. So that's something we'd cover, like gaming news and Steam releases, things like that, among just bantering and chat about our own streams and invite new people in. And that was good fun. And then I went on to start using Xbox and incorporate it in Xbox One games into my stream. And I started off with just using a PC, the Xbox app built into the PC just to capture the Xbox, and use that. And it would take up a lot of bandwidth, and it would affect my stream slightly, and I'd get disconnections and all the issues. But I stuck with it and started playing games with friends and having them on the stream and featuring them on the stream as well, so you could hear them and myself, and it gave me more interaction on the stream and so forth. So we'd play GTA and on all sorts like that. Now I'm not going to click on any of the GTA videos because some of them have the radio station on, which will obviously flag copyrights on the video, unfortunately. I even tried doing music creation streaming because I've been a musician for years. I've been doing radio presenting, managing online radio stations, etc. So I thought, you know, why don't I showcase some of my music recording skills? And that was once, and it was really difficult to set up. I had to use, because I use a Mac to write all my run my DAW on my software for recording, and I use the same desk for streaming as I do for recording at the time. It's very difficult to then set it all up because I had to separate the audio for the stream from the microphone for the recording software and the microphone for the stream, and it was all very difficult, and I had to do it via the network. I had to use not a VPN. I had to use a remote viewer to remotely view the Mac on the PC so you could see what I was doing, and that was lagging, and it was very difficult. So I decided I'll come back to that when I've got better equipment, and we can do that way, and I'll just carry on producing and writing music in my spare time. So from that, I developed myself. Any money I got, I put towards making the stream better, and I went out and I invested in an audio interface and also a game capture device. I got the LGX, the Live Gamer Extreme, which is kind of like the standard Ava Media kind of, I wouldn't say entry level, I would say, you know, mid level, that works well. It's 60 FPS, it's HD 1080p, and I use it on every Xbox stream now. I even use it to capture my laptop screen into OBS, so I can game on my laptop, which has better specs than my PC, and I game on my laptop, and that makes it easier for me to stream a better quality without affecting the CPU on the computer I'm streaming from. Now Hearthstone, I always run it on the main PC. It's just simple that way. But any of the games that are higher spec, newer games that can run on my laptop, like Elite Dangerous and things like that, I will run on the laptop and capture it through the capture card, through the HDMI. So that makes life a whole lot easier. So if you ever think about starting to stream on Twitch and you do YouTube, or you've never done anything like that before, you always should start with the basics: a nice microphone, a good computer, an audio capture card, maybe a video capture card. You can use USB microphone, you can use XLR microphone and have a desk. But they're the main fundamentals: camera, PC, audio, and lighting. And then we come to today, where now the podcast came to an end. The community kind of, as with time, as with everything, communities change. People come and go. People stop streaming. Other people go and join other communities. You know, nothing's set in stone. And where I'm at now with streaming, I haven't done any highlights since January 16, but where I'm at now is I play a game, I enjoy myself, and that's basically I still have a local community. I have friends who tune in, and my family, and people that I've met through Twitch. I'm not a massive streamer. I've got under 500 followers, but I'm happy with the way things are, with the equipment I have right now. I'm just enjoying and doing what I do best, without having to worry about how to get better. Anyway, guys, I know I was going to go through more videos, and I basically spent the whole video ranting on and narrating as I've become accustomed to. But at the end of the day, this video was about how I developed on Twitch and YouTube, of course. And that's kind of what I've put forwards. It would have been nicer if you could see me on cam and we could talk that way, but as I'm not well, as I said, and I don't look the best, and I don't feel great, I think I covered it here. I'd like to say thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. That is all.